Happy as can be. Playing the best game ever. Alright, well. We shall see. We shall see how well this goes. Starting soon. Let's go. Let's wait. Okay, we're playing some Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore today. Finally get to stream it perfectly, might I add. I'm so excited. Happy as can be. Oh, I've been so excited for this. I'm so excited. Huh. I didn't. Yeah. Happy as can be. See how my stream is doing so far. Excellent, excellent. If there's any lag, I apologize. Yeah, I truly apologize if there's lag. I'll answer any questions needed while I'm waiting. But I guess we could get started soon. Put on some music, maybe. I'll be starting in a few, say like 20 seconds, maybe? I don't know. At the 4-minute mark, I will start up the game. And pause music, obviously, but you know. Alrighty. Let's get this game rolling, babies. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so we left off at here. I'm excited. Okay. Oh, we should probably... I'm a dumbass. Yeah, I'm an actual dumbass. Share my stream. Let's go. Let's go. Psst, psst. Hey. 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 If you're not, if you want to, and you're not subscribed, you should hit the subscribe button. I do gaming streams. And I like yeah. You should hit subscribe. Yeah. Bye. You should definitely at least like the video because I try. I truly try. Let it for you down. Let it for you. I'm not gonna do it. I'm too scared. Anywho. How are you guys? I am excited. Okay. I've actually been trying to come up with a name for it, but haven't thought of anything yet. I thought it might be nicer for you to choose it. Oh god, I'm cringing. I can do this. If you guys have to go through with these, I have to. These stupid voices. Oh god. Okay, we can do this. I can do this. It will be all distributed in the marketplace after we unveil it at your birthday after all. What? Claude insisted that the populace have some way to celebrate with you. Since we're going to distribute it in your name, I thought I'd ask you what you wanted me to call a drink. The chameleon or the lily? The chameleon or the lily? Well, dear students, I'm pretty sure it's more of calling it the chameleon. Oh, wait, this game was. Since this game is fairly new, I don't think this is just gonna be me trying my best to get the correct ones. I normally do go through and follow a guide, but we are going to do this together. I think Lucette would choose a chameleon because if you don't know from Cinderella Phenomenon, the original game, which I've started playing, but you know, what was his name? We're just gonna call him Carver for right now. He likes chameleons, so Claude, right? Best boy, the best character ever. Even if it is dramatic, this was still thoughtful of Claude. Since he's been working so hard for this celebration, he ought to be celebrated a little too. Oh, where'd the game go? Shit. And since it is no secret, he adores chameleons. The chameleon? Emmeline looks skeptically at the drink and then burst out laughing. It makes sense since with the little chameleon in the glass. But wouldn't that make the drink more Claude's special cocktail? I see no problem with celebrating him. We can play a little trick on him during the unveiling. He'll never see it coming. Is it really that late? Okay. Emmeline put a hand on her cheek and grins. I'm sure he'll love it, Lucette. I feel like Emily'd be more soft-spoken than I'm attempting, but, you know. Oh, and what sort of mixture do you want for the drink? I'm not picky. Feel free to choose what you will. Really? Are you sure? Emmeline looks at me uncertainly. Are you still here trying drinks, Emmeline? The familiar voice makes us both whirl in place. Me getting excited over characters joining. Okay. Rod stands behind his lips quirked into a small smile. I step back without realizing I am still unused to Rod's change in height. He got taller indeed. I step back without realizing. I am still unused to Rod's change in height, especially with his quiet demeanor. It feels almost like a contradiction. He scowls at me. I can't. I physically can't. Oh god, okay. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I swear I can do this. I am fangirling. I am fangirling so hard right now. Is there something on my face? You cast a shadow. You cast a shadow. You're terrible. Emmeline just giggles, and then she claps a hand on my shoulder. He's blushing. Anyway, thanks for the help, Lucette. I actually had a few more questions to ask you, but I need to figure out this drink at the end of the hour. Oh, before the end of the hour. Rod, you should help me. You want me to help you taste drinks? We can both be royal test drinkers. I'm gonna be quite honest if I say I kind of feel like Emmeline would sound like that one the TikTok Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, her, because I feel like it just fits perfectly. I don't think nobles test drinks for other nobles. The two of them continue their back and forth banter, and for a few moments I watch with amusement. I have tried my best to mend my relationship with Emmeline and Rod over the years, and even though the bonds we share are not as strong as the bond they have with each other, our relationship is no longer strained. I think I'll leave you two to your taste testing. I have to meet Claude soon. He insisted on meeting me in my room before he has to run off with a lesson with his history tutor. He's picked up Angela history fairly quickly, especially since he just started recently. And since I've convinced him to stop hiding from the tutor, Emmeline is staring at the chalice with the chameleon topper thoughtfully. I wonder what sort of gift he'll bring today. Hopefully it's not a choir or some gigantic cake with enchanted candles. I just realized there's a bunny on his shoulder. Oh, Sebi! Ah, Sebi! Yeah, so let me explain that. In the original game, Rod has a fairy tale curse, and if you don't know, basically this game is all about fairy tales. And in the first game, he has a curse called the Mermaid's Curse. So basically Ariel's story, like the original story, except it was like tweaked. So Sebastian from Ariel was Sebi in bunny form, who basically spoke his thoughts, and I loved it so much. I love it. I am fangirling still, but work with me here. Anyways, there's no way to know with Claude. The surprise is part of the gift. Well, do let us know what it is once you get through the rap. Wrong. I'm dumb. Sorry. Well, do let us know what it is when you get through the wrapping paper. If it's small enough to fit in wrapping paper, that is. I nodded my head with a smile. The three of us trade quick farewells before I walk out of the crowded dining hall and back into the corridor. I barely managed with a few steps of the corridor before someone collides with me. The impact pushes me down to the ground. I'm sorry. The man holds out his hand to me. My humblest and most sincere apologies, Princess Lucette. Please allow me to help you to your feet. I glance up at the man and frown. I am about to respond to his apology when I pause, noticing his gentle features. It is impossible not to recognize him. This is... Oh, no. Lance? Nope, Voltron, not the same person. Definitely not the same person. I stare back at him. I stare at him in shock. He oddly looks a lot like Claude. I'm gonna be honest. The light of the sun is angled just right on his features. Hey, hello. Making everything on his face gently glow. My earlier agitation disappears completely when I behold his smile. Nice to see you too, Princess Lucette. Oh, we do not like this man. We do not like this man. Girling. Ah. Once again, I am so sorry. I continue to stare at him eyes wide, his apology barely registering in my mind. You're not supposed to be here for another month. That I'm not yet here I stand. Get my laptop on the 16th. Yes. He can use... Rain. Shh. Please, I beg. He continues to smile at me jovially. There is an explanation for this, I promise. Refuse his help or take his hand. Okay. Claude. Okay, it seems that Claude does not like his brother. I'm going to assume that it's Claude just not liking his brother whatsoever. So I'm gonna refuse his help. I gently push his hand away and stand up on my own. I am fine, thank you. I had better not give him more reason than necessary to shower me with attention. Take his hand. Oh, I'm sorry, Kara. I am so sorry. I stand and brush my dress off briskly. I notice a motion out of the corner of my eyes and look up to see Claude striding toward us. Claude! Yes! Yes! Yes. Claude, our love. My love. He moved to stand beside me and a tight smile on his face. How rude is it of my brother to knock a beautiful lady over? I am as close to my mic as possible, I swear. So if anything quiet happens and you can't hear it, I apologize. No wondering. Let's close it out Discord. Okay. I am afraid all I can do in this situation is offer a heartfelt apology. A heartfelt apology. Lance smiles a little sheepishly before he turns his full attention to Claude. On Claude. Well, this is a little awkward, but... His smile widens into something somehow both shining and gentle. Nice to see you, Karma. Llama. Oh, I'm fangirling, I'm sorry. The few people that are in the hallway, including a few more servants, pause briefly to glimpse at Lance as they pass. They smile when Lance makes eye contact with them. I think there's something wrong with this, but I don't know how to fix it, so I'm sorry. Also, if you guys want me to play the first game, tell me. I can promise you 100% that I will play that game if you truly want me to play it. Because I have the first game. I have it. And I can very well play it if you want to see it. So, just ask and you shall receive. Ask and you, my lovelies, will receive. Oh god, what did I just do that for? Anyways, last time Lance was here, he had a similar effect. He has a way of sparkling. Claude does it too, but on purpose. I did not think it was possible before, but I'm fairly certain Lance sparkles without meaning to. Lance's smile fades slowly. I apologize for not writing in advance of my arrival. Father insisted I come early to surprise you. By showing up an entire month early. Trying to figure out what voice I used for Claude. Damn it. By showing up an entire month early. Yes, exactly. Last time I visited with Mother, we ruined everyone's schedules. Father figured that if no one had any time to plan, I wouldn't be imposing as much. What is this accent? Hold on, That is not very sound logic. I've never met Claude and Lance's father, but sometimes I cannot help but wonder what sort of king he is outside of the stories I hear. Claude, my love. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No, it's not sound logic. It does not sound logical. It does not sound logical. But it is something Father would do. He likes surprising people. The two men look at each other for a few moments. Lance looks noticeably uncomfortable with Claude scowling at him. That is his scowl? Excuse me. You do not look like you're scowling, my love. Nope. Only one person that I call my love. I apologize.
The silence is stifling. I clear my throat. It is good to have you here, Lance. Does my family know that you were here? Oh, I've already met with King Gennaro and Queen Ophelia earlier. I was on my way to visit Princess Emmeline and Prince Rod when I bumped into you in the hallway. Oh, and I happened upon Commander Garland earlier. I was watching one of his practices. Perhaps Garland met Lance earlier? That is why he mentioned his name. Did he want to keep all of this a surprise? Lance smiles again. I heard that your birthday is in 6 days, Princess Lucette. It will be an honor to attend this celebration. We don't want you there, Lance. Go away. And it will be an honor to have you there, Lance. Claude still looks agitated by the conversation. Claude is always unreasonably moody when his brother visits. He tells me that it is a sibling rivalry, but sometimes feels like it runs deeper than that. I hope to catch up with you two, but I don't want to interrupt any of your plans. Claude sighs beside me. He seems to deflate a little, but some earlier tension I sensed in him fades away. He smiles at Lance, the sight puts me at ease. As much as I want to catch up now, I have an engagement. 2, in fact. I steal a quick glance at Claude's hands and realize belatedly that he holds a colorful box in them. Is that the birthday gift he mentioned earlier? It is surprisingly small. Says, yeah, the dude goes all out. All out. I figured as much. Oh, wrong. Completely wrong. I figured as much. This is what happens when one shows up unexpectedly at another person's doorstep. In that case, I'll make myself scarce for the hour. If you have all the time to spare after your engagements, I'll be in the dining hall. His voice is all over the place. I hear some sort of celebration planning is taking place. He gives a slight but elegant bow before walking past us and still smiling his gentle smile. It begins. What? The llama took over. Aren't you being a bit dramatic? He is your brother. I am dramatic because he is my brother, and I know him. Claude sighs. I'll have to rearrange his schedule now to make sure he doesn't accidentally change any of my plans. Plans? Wait, plans? Claude shakes his head slightly before smiling at me mischievously. Oh, you dirty, dirty man. Plans? Whatever are you talking about, Lucette? I nudged his shoulder, but he just laughs at me before setting his arm on my shoulders with a smile. Shall we? The two of us make our way down the corridor into my room. Ha ha ha. Thankfully, there are no further incidents in the hallway. By the time we get back to my room, Claude is noticeably more at ease. I take a seat on my bed as he shuts the door behind him, sorry. The day's climax is at last upon us. Oh, the day's climax is at last upon us. There's no choir involved in this, is there? Last year, I sat down on my bed and the choir started singing a birthday song in the garden outside my window. No choir. This is much better. He sits down beside me and hands me the box. His eyes glimmer with excitement. Claude's excitement is just as much a part of the gift as the gift itself. He always looks so happy when he gives me something. Now let's remember, every other birthday of hers, he's gone all out for her. And I was just like, ah! I wish I could do that for my girlfriend. One day. I can do that one day. And his happiness is contagious. Contagious. Are you going to make me wait in suspense? I thought that this was my gift and not yours. Don't be like that, man. Oh, don't be like that, love. You know how much I enjoy seeing your eyes light up when you open a gift. I glance down at the little box in my lap that is now in my lap. It is wrapped in vibrant red, gold, and green. A small card on the top reads, To my betrothed on his special birthday week. You are my compass, even in the darkest times. Oh. My heart. I flush a little as I pluck the card off and set it aside. Betrothed? It feels so strange to think that we are engaged. Everything feels as it's as it always has. It feels natural. I eye the ring on my finger as I carefully unfold the wrapping paper. You could just tear the paper, you know. I enjoy making you wait in suspense. Sadism. You do like to tease me, don't you? I laugh as I pull off the wrapping paper and then slowly opening the box that Claude has brought for me. Oh. Claude, why? Why, Claude? Why did you have to do this? Why? Why did you have to do this to my heart? Oh God. You remind me of a certain lover of mine. I take the first plush out of the box and stare at it. It is fuzzy and almost completely black with red eyes, and yet somehow it is cute. And the other plush, I take it out and glance at its dress and face. It has a lily nay. It has a lily necklace hanging from its neck and glass slippers on its small feet. I can immediately tell from the hair who it is meant to be. It's me, and stare at the black beast plush, startled. You? Claude laughs, looking pleased with himself. But why would he make himself out to be a beast? You look confused, but you must realize that the gift is based off Beauty and the Beast. But you... Look, I even gave myself a crown. I furrow my eyebrows at him. You don't really think that you're a beast? Mm-mm. Claude's lips curve into a gentle smile. In the past, yes. But for now, the beast is just a plush. Don't you think it's cute? I glanced down at the beast plush again, my fingers on the crown. The past, I lean against Claude's shoulder and hold up the two plush toys. Hold up the two plush toys so that I can see them side by side. They're adorable, Claude. I love them. I wrap my arms around his waist and settle my head on his shoulder. Thank you. Better than a choir or a large cake. I debated combining the two this year, you know. I suppose if I had to choose... No, wait! Don't tell me. You might just break my heart. I grin at him as he wraps an arm around my waist and plants a kiss on top of my head. Oh my god. Such a romantic person. I wonder who that reminds me of. Wink wink. Oh. I love everything that you get for me, no matter how small or how grand. I eye the rose locket hanging around his neck and smile. Claude notices me looking at it and puts a hand to it. More than 2 years ago, he had a rose tattoo by his heart. Now he calls the rose locket his heart. Oh, is it because we gave him the rose locket? Ah. I would get you the whole world if I could, but for now, I hope you don't mind settling for these smaller gifts. Gotta practice. The only way to get better is to practice. I'd never be able to fit the whole world in my room, but I can fit you in here, at least. And that's probably the most important thing. He's got a little rose. Probably. Lucette, I am offended. I laugh as he leans down to plant a kiss on my smile. You really won't let me skip out on my lessons today. I could think of much better things to do at this time. He raises an eyebrow at me, but I just slide away from him. A prince of Angiel needs to know his kingdom, doesn't he? Claude stares at me for Claude stares at me after that, his expression growing surprisingly somber. For a few moments, oh god, I'm fine, fuck. Nah, having a good day, just totally didn't just say moan instead of moments. I'm very embarrassed. Totally didn't just say. I think I'm just thinking about this too hard. Dear Lord, save me from this embarrassment. Anyways. For a few moments, I see a glint of melancholy in his eyes. Then he stands up abruptly and fixes a smile to his face. Of course. And then there's also my kid brother to attend to. I will go speak with Lance, so do not worry about him. Ugh. Once again, Claude's expression is sullen, but the look is only temporary. He leans down to take my hand and places a soft kiss at its back. In that case, I will see you later, my love. My love. My love. Ah. He smiles at me one last time before heading out the door. I fall back on my bed, holding the two plushes to my chest. I hold up the beast plush and sigh. That uneasiness I felt just now was my imagination, right? The beast plush does not answer me. I set the Beauty and the Beast plush toys down beside each other on my bed. For a few moments, I look at them thoughtfully. Eventually, I move to exit the room, and my thoughts turn to brighter things. Oh, we can do this. Chapter 2. Karma and Llama. I love all of this. No matter what I do, I can never make a difference. He died because of me. It's all my fault. We love being scared of someone. Oh, we absolutely adore it, dear cousin. We adore being scared for someone's reply. We crave being scared. What? Wait, are you scared? Dear cousin, what is there to be afraid of? It's only the entire world after you. Oh, it is. They have so much guilt, and yet they won't spare a single coin. This is... If only I could be rid of him. All it does is take. This wrong way spelled well. The voices continue to pound inside my head like a trapped animal fighting its cage. I became aware that I am in a dream. A nightmare. The moment I realize, I begin to stir. I attempt to wake myself up, but stop when I hear another voice at the edge of my consciousness. How could they miss me? It's not as if they haven't already replaced me. The voice is familiar for a few moments. It is the only echo I hear in my mind. Whose voice is this? I tried to listen, but to no avail. The other voices soon pressed into my mind, making it impossible to hear anything else. I force myself awake. My heart is beating erratically in my chest, and my head is pounding. I feel faint, even though I have just woken up. I glance slowly around my room with sleepy eyes, searching for Claude, but he is not here. Ever since we became engaged, he has been sleeping in the same room with me. The king was against it at first. Even I could not help but be surprised by Claude's bold proposal. Yet according to him, such a thing is tradition in Brigantia. Hi, Chip. Still, it took father many months to agree. In the end, he only relented with a month remaining to the wedding, saying that he found it more acceptable. It's pleasant when I wake up and actually find him sleeping next to me, but I notice a small note beside me on the bedside table and sigh. He has another morning meeting with my father, it seems. I put a hand on my forehead and close my eyes. In that nightmare, sorry, yawn. Ever since I became the Cinderella bearer 2 years ago, I've been having these nightmares. Parfait tells me they become milder the more I learn to put them to the back of my mind. The voices usually are not so terrible. They drag me under like that. So terrible they dragged me under like that. The last time the voices were this loud, it was because I was surrounded by negativity somewhere close by. I sit up in the bed, turn to look at the beast plush that lies just beside my pillow. That negativity isn't coming from Claude, right? I am uncertain whether or not it is the truth or my imagination, but even though he is for the most part, even though he is, for the most part, his usual self, there are moments when he feels different. There are moments where his smile wavers and a tinge of melancholy comes through into his eyes. The first time I saw it was when he gave me the beast plush. That was 6 days ago. I've asked Claude multiple times if something is amiss, and he always waves me off with a smile. I glance around to the room excuse me. I glance again around the room that we now share. Most of it has not changed, though Claude has added some things, namely a piano that sits in one corner. I wonder how big our room is. He insisted on putting it into the room when he first moved in, and I had no qualms about it. Not when I know the playing calms him down. Besides, I do not mind watching him play. Sometimes, when I'm in the mood, I play with him. Perhaps I should suggest playing together sometime later today. I stifle a sigh as I slid off my bed and moved to get dressed. A maid arrives to call me to breakfast and then leads me to the dining hall. Breakfast is livelier today on account of Lance, who sits beside Emmeline listening to everything the royal family is discussing with a broad smile on his face. Even though the king and Claude are both absent from the table, Lance talks enough for the both of them. In fact, ever since he arrived, Lance has somehow managed to put himself in the spotlight for every family meal. He does not start conversations on his own, but he is always quick to respond, and usually with a smile. He seems inherently interested in everything that he hears. It is amazing to me that he managed to be so animated and attentive so early in the morning. My thoughts are preoccupied during breakfast, hovering somewhere between Claude's duties and my own. I listen while I eat, sometimes nodding along with the conversation. I have almost cleared my plate when Lance speaks directly to me, jolting me out of my reverie. Have you ever spoken with witches in Brigantia, Princess? I look up and blink, trying to piece together why what he might have been saying. The witches from Brigantia? Claude tells me that you interact with many witches because of your position as Tenebrarum bearer. He puts a hand on his chest and gives a slight bow, even sitting down in front of a half-finished plate of breakfast. He managed to motion to look somehow dignified. I must stress that, as always, it is an honor to be in your presence. Cannot help but smile at him. Most of the time, being the Tenebrarum bearer is more an ordeal than a blessing, but I have learned to appreciate the responsibility. Please, Lance, there is no need for that. I shake my head. And no, I do not usually speak with Brigantian witches. I usually have no reason to, unless there's some kind of upset. From what I have heard, though, the witches in Brigantia are content. There are still incidents involving witches in Angiel every so often, but thankfully, those incidents have been on the decline in the last year. It does not seem that way, though. Though I cannot say with absolute certainty because I do not have many witch acquaintances. Bruh, why are you asking us? We don't care. Bitch. I don't know who I'm gonna do after this, but I'll figure it out. Lance's eyes brighten. He seems to be lost in memory for a few moments, but then he speaks up. Many of the witches I do know have visited the castle to perform extraordinary magical feats. Mother has a few witch acquaintances that help her decorate her midnight parties with enchanted objects. Midnight parties? Oh God. He's getting tired, I guess. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if I'm a little bit late to that, but see you guys. See you. Oh, not this again. Game capture. Did the stream end? Let's get this game started. The last game kind of cut off because I I'm a dumbass, but we shall continue. We are at Claude chapter 2. I think I'm going to attempt to consistently do these voices. Let's get this game started. I'll attempt it. I apologize. There's only a certain lowness that my voice can go. Oh god. Frames are dropping so bad. Oh shit. Settings. Okay, I hope the stream is healthy. Feel free to ask me questions. I want to try and answer as many questions as I possibly can. I's back. Yay! Yay! My friend! My friend is here! Okay, over exaggeration, but still, I'm very happy that you're back. There's only a certain amount of lowness that my voice can go, so some of these voices might sound similar, so I apologize. Mother is a bit of a night owl, so she throws many parties at night. She refers to her weekly evening celebrations as midnight balls. Owls. Childish, I know.
That sounds lovely.
They are quite lovely, if not a bit overwhelming at times. But I suppose that's to be expected. Brucantia is known for its animated nightlife. It's sleepy when the sun is still up and lively when the moon arrives. The balls are particularly special nighttime celebrations with renowned performances. Okay. Back to the game, sorry. I was checking something. One year, when Claude and I were still young, my mother invited a witch whose speciality was magical gardening. Magical gardening? The witch conjured an entire field of colored roses. That's... Lance laughs. Suffice it to say, it left quite the impression. I think we learned to appreciate roses a lot more after we were gifted an entire field of them. I wonder if such showcases are part of the reason Claude loves roses so much. I think of the rose locket and smile. What sort of magic? Oh. Excuse me. What sort of magic do you specialize in, Princess Lucette? I look up at Lance, momentarily perplexed. The lore taught me shields and ice at first, so I'm probably most comfortable with those spells, but I do not consider them my speciality. Speciality?
Lucette is very good with ice. She has made sculpture. She made a sculpture of Claude once for his birthday.
Himalayan. Lance stares at me with clear impress. And you made a sculpture out of ice? That's amazing. Claude thought it was amazing too, even if I could never get his features right. He teased me about it for a long time afterward, but he was definitely distressed. Distressed when I set the sculpture outside in the sun so that it would melt. There's a broom here that she animated to clean on it all on its own. No, Mr. Broom was entirely Delora and Parfait's fault. Sorry, I apologize for my brother in the background calling my cat fat. I did not want to bring it here at first, but in the end agreed to it because the thing wouldn't leave me alone when I visited the tavern.
Hello.
I apologize for that. My mother walked in and I asked her if she would say hello to stream. So I brought it here and tweaked the enchantment on it so it could sweep it on its own. Now at least Delora cannot renew the enchantment on it just to tease me. Rod looks up from his plate, eyebrows raised. A little more than a year ago, Lucette created a light show in the dining hall. There was electricity bouncing everywhere. That lightning spell was a difficult beginner spell. Lance laughs, looking delighted. He just looks like he couldn't care less. He just couldn't care less. So, you are the master of all trades? I wouldn't expect anything less from the Tenebarum bearer.
Hi, Scarlett. Hi.
It is a shame that you cannot come. Oh God! What? Oh God! It is a shame that you cannot come to Brucantia for a long enough time to meet the witches there. They speak of you fondly, even if they cannot see you often. They do? Most certainly. That is surprising. But perhaps I'm making more progress with everyone than I first thought. Put it up there. I think about what Lance said about my inability to visit Brugantia. Unfortunately, I cannot leave Angio for extended periods of time when I am the Tenebrarum bearer. I have to remain in the kingdom because I'm tied to the crystal. But my thoughts shift to Claude. He has gone to visit Brigantia a number of times without me. But I know that he is sad that I cannot join him. Because of my own position as Tenebrarum bearer, I could never go to Brigantia and become princess there. That is the reason of my wedding engagement with Claude. Oh, that is the reason my wedding engagement with Claude will make him crown prince of Angio. It is also the reason Claude was forced to step down as the crown prince of Brigantia and hand the title over to his brother. Scarlet! No! You please do not scratch up that. I don't want to fix it. Lance breaks through my thoughts with a question. Might I be so bold as to ask for a demonstration? Yes, you will be so bold. I'll throw fucking lightning at you. Shut the fuck up. Bit harsh. Dial it down, Violet. Dial it down. Ugh. I would be happy to tell you more about Claude if you would show me some of your magic. Ophelia, who'd been quietly listening in on our conversation, suddenly stands from the table with a smile. She's not happy. I'll leave you all to it, then. But please, no electrical mishaps. I am more than capable of controlling my electricity. Ophelia just smiles at my embarrassment before excusing herself from the table. A magical demonstration. A magical demonstration. I'm still considering what spell to cast when the doors to the dining hall swing open and Claude walks inside. He looks somehow downtrodden, his expression broody. Come, you came just in time for the princess's magic demonstration. No. Claude turns to look at me quizzically, his expression softening. Then I have arrived at the perfect time. He keeps walking until he is standing behind my chair. I am relieved to see him his initial stress completely disappeared from his face. I turn my gaze to the rest of the table. Everyone is looking at me expectantly. A save. We are going to save. Attempt to create a rose or cast an ice spell. We're gonna attempt to create a rose. My reasoning for this, Claude likes roses. He's always wearing a rose. We gave him a rose. We figured this out in first game as well. So an ice spell would be safe, but perhaps I can cheer Claude up with something new. Oh, Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Sorry. An ice spell would be safe, but perhaps I can cheer Claude up with something new. I've made a lot of things before, but never a rose. Still, it cannot be that difficult, surely. I don't know. Hold on, my. Sorry, there was something. Had something in my mouth. I hold on my hands, cupping them in front of me to create a small platform. I squint down at the palm of my hands, concentrating the magic in my body into my fingers. The magic beneath my skin is a subtle thing, but 2 years of practice has made it easier to grip and shape into something. I close my eyes briefly, imagining the shape of a rose. The first thing that comes to mind is. I close my eyes briefly, imagining the shape of a rose. The first thing that comes to my mind is the rose locket on Claude's chest. I attempt to draw the shape of it into reality. If I can shape ice, this is nothing. Oh! That's... Yay! It is indeed a rose. But much to my disgruntle, it is flat. Extremely flat. Its shape resembles a flat metallic shape of Claude's rose locket. Only it is awkwardly balanced on a vibrant green stem. A single rye leaf juts out from the stem. I sigh as the rose caves in on itself. That is not impressive at all. I will try again. But... Lucette... Oh. Wrong voice. Lucette, wait. Lucette, wait. Wait. Fuck. I hate myself. It's fine. Always still a beginner. Claude takes a step forward and then reaches past my shoulders. He touches his fingers to the petal of the delicate rose. Much to my relief, they do not fall. I think it's beautiful. I agree with Emmeline. Claude smiles as he plucks the rose from my fingers. He holds the strange flattened flower up to his nose and smells it. It also smells far better than a normal rose. I'm inclined to agree. And a rose made out of magic is more special than a rose plucked from a rose bush. It is lovely, Lucette. But it's so flat. It looks as if it might fall off the stem at any moment. I shake my head slightly and attempt to snatch it away from Claude. He only holds it out of my reach with a mischievous smile. Fine, you can keep it then. Claude smiles. He holds the rose carefully in one hand, then leans down to kiss my cheek. I most certainly will. He keeps the rose clutched gently in between his fingers as Lance turns to me. That was amazing, Lucette. Your magic is beautiful. And fierce. Sometimes too much so. I scoff. You make it sound like magic is aggressive when it is not. Alright, well, I'm going to end. I hope you enjoyed. Truly, I hope you enjoyed. Yep. Bye. Love you. Love you all. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, afternoon.